A function is a named block of code with defined inputs and outputs. Functions let us create reusable components in our code. If we have some algorithm that our code needs in multiple places, we don't have to copy it everywhere. Instead, we can wrap it into a function, and then at each place we want to run that algorithm, we call the function instead. In C++, functions can take in as many values as they want and can return one value of any type. Thus, the structure of a C++ function looks like this. It starts with the return type. In this case, that's double. Then we have the name of the function, getAverage. And finally, we have the parameter list in parentheses. Here, our function takes two doubles as its inputs, so we have two double parameters, which we've named A and B. The function body is marked by these curly braces. Any code inside of these braces gets run anytime the function is called. To set the output value that is passed back up to the caller, we use the return keyword and give it an expression. So with the example function we have here, anytime we want to average two numbers together, we can just call getAverage. Not all functions need to return a value. Some functions have other side effects, like printing to the screen or sending a message over the network. Functions that don't need to return any value can use the special type void as their return type. This tells us that this function won't give the caller back any data when it returns. In general, whenever you see curly braces with lines of code between them in C++, that defines something we call a scope. A scope is a section of our code in which some set of names is valid. Variables are only valid in the scope they are declared in. What this means is that when we define a variable in a function, like the variable a here, that name doesn't exist in our other function, funcB. The a variable can only be accessed in the scope it was declared in, or any child scopes of that declaration scope. We'll see lots of examples of scopes throughout the language. They're an important part of helping us manage our variable names easier. That's it for functions. We will, of course, see much more complicated functions than our examples today, but they all share this same structure.